Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a WhatsApp chatbot just in minutes and replace your receptionist job with a WhatsApp chatbot. Now here I've created a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow and we are going to test this once whether it is working fine or not. Now I'm going to ask all sorts of questions which receptionists are asked in my business and I'm going to drop a question for that. Do you provide home physiotherapy? I've sent this message. Let's wait for the reply. Here I received this message. Yes, Nova Care offers home physiotherapy. Starting price is this. If you provide these details, I can book the appointment. So here it has provided me the detailed reply. I'm going to ask another question. Do you provide emergency treatment? Let's wait for the reply. Here it has provided me the reply. Nova Care is not an emergency medical facility. For emergency, please contact the appropriate emergency medical service or go to your nearest emergency department immediately. So it has provided me a valid answer. I'm going to ask another question. I can't come tomorrow. So here let's suppose I have placed an appointment and I can't come tomorrow. Can I change my appointment? I'm going to ask the question like this. You see, whatever question I'm asking, it is giving me the detailed reply because of whatever knowledge base I have created. This is because of this knowledge base I have added to my WhatsApp. So over here you can see, of course, I'm Nova Care AI receptionist. I can help with that. Please share these details and I will change or reschedule the appointment. So this is how my AI agent is working. And now if you also want to learn how you can create this for your own business, let's start creating this from the beginning, step by step. So here in this video, we are going to see how we can create a WhatsApp chatbot which can automate all our receptionist job. For this, we are going to first visit Pabbly Chatflow, and to visit Pabbly Chatflow, we have to write www.pabbly.com/chatflow in the browser. And after browsing the website, we need to sign into a Pabbly Chatflow account. On the top right corner, we can see two options: sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you some credits. You can use those credits and check whether it fits your business or not. And when you feel ready to upgrade, use this code SHUYT to get maximum benefits on the Pabbly yearly and lifetime deal. Once you pay for this lifetime deal, you get access to all the features that you forever. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in and I've landed towards the all Pabbly apps page. I'm going to select this Pabbly Chatflow Access now, and I will be landed towards the app dashboard of Pabbly Chatflow, where I will be able to find all the details of credits allotted and assigned here. If you want to add your WhatsApp number, simply click on this add WhatsApp number. Click on this WhatsApp connect, which is a preferred method, or you can also use the manual token to connect your WhatsApp to your Pabbly Chatflow. If you want to get the step-by-step process, the detailed video is given in the description. You can check that out. Also on the left hand side, we have very most important features of Pabbly Chatflow. The detailed video is again given in the description. You can check that out. On the left hand side, we have this AI assistant to create this WhatsApp chatbot. Let's open this. Here I've landed towards the AI assistant page. You can see the total AI assistant, active AI assistant, and the inactive AI assistant. To create a new AI assistant, I simply have to click on this add AI assistant and first name it as receptionist with AI, and then simply click on this add AI assistant. Here, AI assistant created successfully. I have to fill in all these details to complete this AI assistant. The first one is AI instructions, under which the first one is AI instruction type. I have to select the instruction type as AI agent. You can select this according to your requirement. As soon as you select the instruction type, the instructions will be added automatically. You can again enhance these instructions according to your requirement. Then we have this AI configuration, under which we have the first one as temperature. Set how the creative AI answers are. 0 means more focused, 1 means more creative. If I go from 0 to 1, the creativity of how this AI is answering will enhance. I'm going to keep it as 0.8. The AI to use will be OpenAI. The model will be GPT-5 mini. You can set this according to the requirement again, and then you have to enter this API key. To enter this API key, in the help desk, a hyperlink is provided. If you click on this, you will be redirected towards the API keys page of OpenAI. To create a new token, you simply have to click on this create new secret key. First, you have to provide the key name. So let's say the key is test. The project will be default project. The permissions will be all. And then you simply have to click on this create secret key. A new API token will be provided to you, which you have to copy and paste that over here. I have added my API key and then I have clicked on this update key. It is important that you add your API key and click over here to make this connection. OpenAI key saved successfully. Then we have this AI assistant settings. Under this, we have the header message and the footer message. If you want to provide the message, you have to toggle on these buttons, enter the message, and it will start displaying. Then we have the stop keyword. So under this, we have this enter keyword that user can type to stop the AI assistant. Now, when the user do not want to get replies from the AI agent, they can send some keywords. Like you can type type stop and press enter. In this manner, you have added the stop keyword, and you can add as many as keywords as you want. So whenever the user do not want to get the replies, they can send this word, the AI agent will stop replying, or the matter will be escalated to human support. Then we have this retry attempt. When the AI agent is not able to reply or the question remains unresolved, then the retry attempt is given to the AI agent. The valid range is 1 to 10. You can set this according to the requirement. We have the fallback message. I have entered this as the fallback message. You can add anything according to the requirement. You can preferably add the contact details and the company information. So if the queries are not resolved when the API is not responding, the fallback message will be sent with the details of the company and the user can contact you directly. Then we have this knowledge source. I have selected it as upload file. I have to click on this cloud, click on this add new file, click on this cloud again, and I'm going to go towards the download. I have already downloaded the file here, and then I'm going to open this and upload this. As it is uploaded, I'm going to select and insert it. So here I have uploaded the file. If I open the file which I have created in Google document, you can see this is the file AI Receptionist. If I open this file, knowledge base AI Receptionist for business, we have the business information, what AI Receptionist does. We have the service and the pricing, appointment booking. Then we have the rescheduling, appointment cancellation, FAQs, customer lead collection, location. We have all the details. Now based on these details, your AI agent will be able to resolve the queries. So make sure that you create a very clear and detailed knowledge base of your product, service and business, and then you have to download that in .txt and .pdf format and upload in the manner I have uploaded it. Then we have this AI assistant interface. On the right hand side, you can see the interface, and this is how your AI agent is going to appear in front of your customer. We have the heading name, so you can change the heading name like this, and you can see it changing over here. We have the subheading. If you want to keep it, you can keep it. If you want to remove it, you can do that. We have the messages. So over here, you can add 2 initial messages based on which your AI agent is going to reply to the user. We have this display by powered by Pabbly, which I have kept it enabled. You can also disable this and it will be removed from here. In the footer text, I have added privacy policy, and in the footer link, I have added link to privacy policy. We have this user first message where I have entered I need help. Now it is not necessary that whenever I need help is sent, only then the AI agent is going to respond. It is going to respond based on any message. Moving on towards the next part, here we have the styling. I have selected the theme mode as light. You can select it as dark also. I'm going to keep it as light only. We have this assistant shape, circle, square, rounded square. I'm going to keep it as circle. We have the colors. You can set the colors according to the requirement of background color, text color, chat bubble color, and you can also upload these photos, header profile picture, assistant profile picture and the background picture. After doing all this, you have to toggle on this button of this AI assistant to keep this active, and then you have to save this. If you do not save this, all this will be lost. And then you can also embed this AI assistant to your website using this code, and whenever someone clicks on that, they will be redirected towards the WhatsApp conversation. Moving on towards the next part, here we have to learn how we can assign the AI assistant to a particular group of contacts, to a particular contact, or to all the contacts. For that, on the left hand side, I'm going to open the inbox in a new tab. Here I'm on my chat. I'm going to choose the AI assistant. I'm going to select the AI assistant which I've just created, save this. In this manner, I have assigned the AI assistant to this particular chat. But doing this manually and to a particular chat is very time consuming, and that's why what we can do, we can assign the AI assistant to a particular group of contacts or to all the contacts. For that, on the left hand side, we have the settings. I'm going to open inbox settings in a new tab. I've landed towards the inbox settings. If I scroll down, I have this AI auto reply settings. I've kept this enable AI auto replies on. I have to select the list, select the AI assistant to that list, add more rules, select another list, select another AI assistant to that particular list, add more rules, select another list or all the contacts and select another AI assistant to all the contacts. Simply save the rules. In this manner, this will be assigned to all the contacts, this to this list, this to this list. So this is how we have created the AI assistant. Now, if you have any doubts, you can comment down this video below and we will try to resolve it as soon as possible. You can stay tuned to our channel for learning more such interesting WhatsApp chatbots. And before you go, if you plan to upgrade, do not forget to use this code SHUYT to get maximum benefits on the Pabbly early and lifetime deal. Thanks for watching. Not only this chatbot, you can create multiple such chatbots using Pabbly Chatflow. Now, if you want to know the pricing plans which Pabbly provide, you can check out the link given over here. If you have any queries, you can mail us at sales@pabbly.com. And if you have any doubts, you can comment down this video below and we will try to resolve it as soon as possible. You can subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for watching.